Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back bringing you some Wuthering Waves. Now, today we're going to be talking about what I feel is one of the most broken combos that I actually kind of just, saw on YouTube. And I actually saw this from two different creators. One of them was I Went to Lose, and the other one was I don't remember the other creator, but they were basically showing that the game in a way has been made that it's very free to play, to the point where you actually do not need to roll for a character or their weapon or any other character, because most of the characters you're playing with already are so busted that half the time it's not even a need for a 5-star. But Wuthering Waves just decided to give us 5 stars, so why not? So the team comp basically is going to revolve around the main MC, this lady here called Dungeon, and then obviously what you can do is replace Verena, if you didn't pick her as your 5-star selector, with either the Yang Xing or the other healer Baishi. But obviously we're going to be going with this team comp. Now, I don't know how to explain this, but what it revolves around is basically having your MC, right? No matter how built she is, because I think half the time it really depends on how built the echoes are, right? And obviously this stats specifically, so you want to aim for more than 50% in terms of crit rate, and then obviously whatever crit damage you can get, right? I've not been able to get the 5-star weapons yet, so this is what I'm using at the moment. But what it revolves around is basically using this unit, or rather this Dreamless Echo, paired with also Dungeon having a Dreamless Echo, over the fact that both of them are Havoc characters. So you can see Havoc and Havoc. Now you can see obviously she's level 50, she's level 40, so I haven't built them up a lot. But basically what it revolves around is you using basically this Echo skill, and then obviously rotating to your healer to basically get some passive healing, and then obviously getting this specific echo. When you go to the outline, what it does is that the Belthorn shield provides 50% damage reduction and 10% damage boost for the current team members, and disappears after the current character is hit for 3 times. So basically, as long as this small shield is up, you have a 10% damage boost, on top of the fact that when there's any amount of healing done to the team, then you have the chance of basically getting the 5-piece, which is increased attack of all party members by 15% for 30 seconds. So in this case, let me see where I have not put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a bug here. I don't know if... Oh, no, there's no bug here. It's just the fact that I've not put a different one here. So I will remove this and put... Is there any chance... Is there any spectral damage by any chance? No, so I'll put this instead. I'll just put this, it's fine. In most cases, I'll actually put the ape, but it's not anything to do with spectral because of Verena's. So we'll just do HP. We'll do some attack, because she does scale off attack, which I kind of saw. Yeah, she scales off attack. She doesn't even scale off HP. So most of the time, the best way to kind of see what a character scales off is basically this stats here, and that's what kind of you go off when you're basically building. So even when you're going for your 3-star costs for a specific path, you basically want to make sure that you're getting anything with attack or specifically healing bonus in this case specifically. But anyway, so you basically have a damage boost from this specific unit, which is obviously after the Echo skill. You have your 5% damage boost, Havoc damage 7.5% of releasing basic attack or heavy attack, and then you have obviously Verena, who gives you the shield using this specific unit increases attack of all party members by 15%, and then obviously for any type of healing done, you have obviously an increase by 10%, obviously for the shield, and for about like 10 seconds or so. So the combo is actually pretty busted, right? So if we go anywhere that has let's just find, like, let's say characters in fight. Let's say I sort of want... So let's say I want to kill... let's say I want to kill, so it can look really nice as well. So let's say I want to kill, let's not go for a big boss. I'll show you against a big boss so you can also see how it is. So let's say I want to kill this unit here, right? My god, the combo is so nice, it feels so nice as well, that half the time when you're actually doing it, there's an essence of, I don't even know how. I just have to show you. So what you want specifically is that you want to start off with Verena. You want to give the healing and the shield. Well, sort of shield. So you want to go boom. So for anyone who probably didn't see what was happening on the screen, what happens is that you basically want to launch Verena's, obviously, echo skill, which is basically this. And then whenever you hit, right, you have like about 3 hits while the buff lasts, which is 50% damage reduction and then also 10% damage bonus, right? So what happens is that you want to release this echo skill, right? And then switch over to her and then release her echo skill. Now, the best thing about Wuthering Waves is that whilst you release one echo, if it's an echo that you can basically kind of, it's not you who's controlling it, it's basically the echo that does the attack while you actually finish. You can, they call it animation cancelling, but it's actually not hard. I'm doing it with a pad, I'm not even doing it with my laptop, right? So what you want is that you want to basically do echo, switch, echo. See? Now, the fact that I did not switch to Verena, you basically see her animation fully done and fully dusted. So the essence of it is that you want to basically play the echo on her, switch, play the echo on her, and then switch, and then obviously skill. And then that's basically it. And that gives you the healing. If you have a healer, or rather if you have her ultimate, it's even better to do, because you basically also get now that extra 15% damage bonus. So a very good example is something like, let me show you now. Let me show you a very good example from a general, widescape view. So basically what you want, right, is we'll go here. All right, so this is the perfect example. So you launch this, switch, and that's how it works. And it depending on the level in which you obviously have your characters, it completely decimates any single enemy or mob. And then if you want it to obviously hit harder as well, what is this? If you want it to hit harder, you basically want to launch Rover's ultimate, which is basically done by, so if you go here, what her ultimate does, or rather if you read the description here, transforms into Dreamless and performs 6 consecutive attacks. The first 5 attacks deal blah, 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 and the last attack deals 270 of havoc damage. The damage of the echo skill is increased by 5 during the first 50% after Rover's havoc casts Resonation Liberation. So basically you get this damage buff if you cast Rover's ultimate, yeah, and then you cast basically the echo. So a good example would be, for example, if I'm coming here, and I'll do it against a boss so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So let me just get the ultimate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the Dreamless, and we're going to just like do a fast sort of clear so you can see how much damage you can do on a general boss. I won't do the hardest difficulty, I'll just do the sort of recommended so you can see how it is in general. So this is the team I'm using, but bear in mind I do have Jing Yang and I do have Kalcharo, but I will not lie, I've not built this teams yet, but This is the most free-to-play team I've ever encountered, and I'm using this more than I'm using this team. And bear in mind, I also have his weapon as well. But anyway, let's go back into it. So this is basically how it looks like, and I'm using this throughout the whole of the game right now because it's so convenient. So basically what you want is that you want to use this. So I'm going to wait for that to basically go. Dodge that. Dodge that. I'm going to wait for that to build up. Use this so I don't have to do that. So what you want, let me show you. Let's make sure she doesn't move. So do this. That was the amount of damage. I messed it up a bit, but you can still. I'm going to do that again, just to obviously see whether I can show you just how much damage she deals. I'm going to just quit. So basically, we're just going to go through it again. I'm going to show you exactly how the combo looks in simple sense. We're just going to do with the general team. Let me show you. So what you want is just basically... And that's basically it. It's like echo Verena skill. Yeah, this one, right? So it's usually like it's echo, and then you play her echo, and then obviously switch the echo, and then by the time you switch back to Verena, you have a skill to basically do all that. So basically you have about 3 things happening at the same time on the screen, and then by that time there's usually the tag team resonance that's usually built up, and then you can basically switch to your Rover, who obviously just deals a lot of damage to begin with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Combo is busted. Give it a try. If you don't like it, well, you don't like it, but if you like it, hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.